Let's welcome in our friend from the desert, Chuck Esposito. He is the Sunset Station Sports Book Director, and he has his thoughts on how Vegas is looking at Week 14 in the National Football League. The Bengals visit the Browns, Chuck, and while that might not be, a Super Bowl preview of any kind, Cleveland is still winless on the season, so they do garner some interest, I imagine. Cincy is a 5.5-point favorite, but on Thursday, Chuck, we found out the Browns announced Robert Griffin III will return under center. Did this in any way, the return of RG3, affect the line for Sunday's matchup?
I don't think it's affected the line a lot, Tyler. The number has started to come down a little bit. I think it's a product of you look at Cincinnati at 4-7-1. They're only 1-5 on the road. They haven't been a very good road team. We know Cleveland is winless, but maybe this is one of those games that they can win. It's such a big rivalry between these two teams that maybe there's some value. The game has been as high as 6, has started to come down a little bit. It's probably a product of RG3, the Bengals without Bernard, the Bengals without RG3, and a 1-5 record on the road. It's kind of contributed to some money on Cleveland, but my guess is by the time they kick off, we're going to be Browns fans here in Vegas.
The money for this game then is coming in on the Bengals, it sounds like?
Well, early money has been on Cleveland, but I think in the next 24 hours, as you lead up to kickoff, you're going to see people looking at Cincinnati again and saying they're not mathematically out. I mean, in their division, they still play Pittsburgh and Baltimore. If they can get a little bit of help, knowing Pittsburgh and Baltimore play each other on Christmas, if they can beat those two teams, maybe they still, have a shot and get AJ Green back. But maybe some value with the Browns at 6. But again, I think early action is one-sided, but I think it's going to start to come back on Cincy by the time they kick tomorrow afternoon.
Fair enough. The Browns on one end of the spectrum, they are winless this season. On the other end of the spectrum, the Dallas Cowboys have lost just one game. In Week 14, they get a rematch with the only team that has beaten them this year, the New York Giants. If you want to hear Chuck's take on the Vegas action as it pertains to that NFC East showdown, please search the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants and find that conversation on demand.